down, 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 down. Ding, ding, ding. It was the 3rd of September. That day I always remember. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. Sean Tillman, how you doing, brother? Welcome one, welcome all to the Jerk Monger Show. I am your host, the Jerk Monger, Elliot Fernandez, coming at you live from my studio in Tampa, Florida. I want to welcome everybody today to hanging out with me. I'm super excited because I have to, well, excited is a little strong of a word. What's up, Ortiz? How you doing, man? Excited is a little strong of a word because, frankly, I don't get too excited about anything anymore. But I do get pumped up about getting some work done, and it helps get my mind fresh and off of the odd nonsense. Anyway, sounds like Starsky and Hutch. What's up, Benjamin? How are you? It can't sound like Starsky and Hutch. How is Starsky and Hutch? That's not. I think that's SWAT. I don't know. Anyway, I am pumped up because I have to get some work done. I have a full schedule. And I'm going to show off where I am right now with a concept here. Working on commissions? Yes, I am. Hold on a second. Let me switch my camera on. Boom! All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm drawing Scotty from Star Trek. This is one of the Black and Red commissions that I was asked to do as one of the elements in one of the tiers on the Black and Red campaign. People are getting the book, they're excited about it, which makes me very happy. I feel good because I feel like we're doing the right thing and getting the word out there. The Comics Gate projects are getting fulfilled. Love the sound effects. Yeah, I'm kind of crazy like that. The human beatbox. You know what, man? I used to do that quite a bit. So here's the thing. I don't know for sure if this is the right Scotty, and I think it is. I think they wanted a Scotty that was based on the original cast. So it is what it is. I'm going to do it. And I guess if it's not that, I'm sure I'll run into a Trekkie along the way who would love to have a Scotty done by the Jerkmonger himself. And again, I'm super grateful to all of you who've contributed and positioned yourself on my list to get commissions done. So that was a bigger part of the huge reason why we were so successful in the campaign. And I'm very grateful to you guys for that. So I'm going to try to be faithful to Scotty here from Star Trek, the original Star Trek. Let's see, did you already do the storm? No, I haven't. This is one of the first ones I'm working on here. I'm trying to catch up to a couple of things over the last couple of days. So this is officially my first jump into it. I had a couple started, but they didn't work out so well. I think I spilled something on it, like my kids did or something. But it was just starting. I had started, thankfully it was very loose. So, you know, it was an accident, but we're here to fix that now. See, storm. Let me see. Let me check it out. Oh, is that yours, Ortiz? Okay. All right. Well, you might see it today, Mr. Ortiz. You might see it today. Check it out, party people, as if you're still living. It get on down to the old slick rhythm. Make you wanna jump back, smack somebody's mama. Make you wanna jump back, smack somebody's mama. Oh my gosh, yes, awesome. Yeah, hopefully, I think I have time. I'm waiting on my business partner, on Andy, to come up here. We're having to head out to a display store so we can get some things squared away for our show coming up tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow, Friday, really. But we're gonna be jamming. Toom says, I got my book. Very disappointed. The ghostwriter on the back is really ordinary. Oh, shut up, Toom. Shut up. I see you out there. Geek Out Loud says, just look through my Black and Red book. Great stuff. Thanks. Word, man. I'm so glad you guys are getting everything. So pumped up, man. I'm glad. I hope, listen, I'm not always as confident about that sort of stuff And so I appreciate that you guys are sharing some of these things with me. And I was, I always feel like I'm doing a good job. I think it came out nice, but I'm always, want to make sure you guys are excited because you guys are my customers, and I enjoy getting the reaction from my customers. You guys are the first round uh, of feedback for me, so that's always cool. So I'm doing a Scotty here, okay? I'm doing a Scotty. Simon Jarrett says, "Hey Elliot, just received my Black&Red book. Made it safely, Australia. Thanks me. Right on. What? 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 Yusef, yo, yo. People are asking me about the Black&Red book, man. I'm sorry. They are what they are right now. Maybe we'll discover a warehouse box or something one day, but as of right now, they are gone. And we are not planning on reprinting. That was a one and done. And those of you who are involved in that one, awesome. Those of you who were not so awesome. But that hopefully on the next go round, you guys will participate. So it's not a challenge by any stretch. As it is just a kind of just a news report. Just a news report. Okay, here. What does the Starsky and Hutch theme sound like? Now I gotta know. I have to look it up. I don't want to look it up now. Take out valuable time from this. I used to know it off the top of my head. And it's funny how you can know something and all of a sudden you just draw a blank. So I know that song. It's coming to me though. I think it's coming to me. No, not that. Let's see, I was doing Papa Was Rolling Stone and it sounded like Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch. Man, I can't remember it for the life of me. It was one of my favorite shows growing up too. Well, it was sort of one of my favorite shows in a way. The era of cool cars. The car was the cars were part of the Cosmo. Hey, he wants Scotty looking thoughtful. This is a thoughtful looking Scotty. What's up, lab? Send me a reference pic. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's not too bad too far from here. He's thinking through a problem. We can do that. We can do that. The main difference is his eyes. His eyes are doing a bit of a squint. Is that the hairstyle from the pic he wants to? Okay. Okay, we're good then. And it's warm in here. Gee whiz. It's killing me. Can't wait to see the Bembas put on her. Hey, I could show you something. Let me show you guys what it kind of landed on those drawings. What did I do with those drawings? Oh, you kind of see I add a little more to the overall concept there. Well, let me see. Let me see. So I'm working a little bit on my hero, redesigning him a bit, trying to make sure he's squared away. And this is kind of do some more stuff. So far so good. So we need some Bembas. I like the Bembas. And This is something I want to finish up soon. This character might end up in the book. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Still working it out. Still working it out. As long as he leaves them off my Colossus, all will be good. Hey man, Colossus can have Bembas. He can have Bembas. Bemba, 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 Bemba. All right, so Scotty's like, hey, Captain, I don't know about them crystals. Scotty, I need more power. Aye, Captain, I'm giving it all she's got. That's a traditional, typical Scotty reference. And my accent was terrible. But hey, man, you know, that's what happens when you come to the Jerkmonger studio, 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 studio. Looking good, looking good. I will leave classes pre-trans. Thanks. Y'all so foolish. Y'all such fools. Foolish. Foolyards. Let me see if I can get in here a little detail into Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott. I have to do an Antonio and get lunch. No tacos though. Well, you know, I ate some lunch. My wife makes me a shake every day for breakfast, but I missed breakfast, and so I had it a little while ago. Been eating like crap lately. Don't like that. I started to do a morning news this morning, and I got to be honest, I was not as mystified by anything in particular as I had been the other day. So I neglected to. Well, I didn't neglect actually. I tried, but I had to go back to Office Depot again to grab some other stuff. Yeah, well, there you go. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Okay, so I'm pretty stoked about this so far. I like this. I don't think this is the first time I've ever drawn Scotty. I've drawn Kirk, I've drawn Khan, I've drawn Spock, but I've never drawn Scotty. So this is kind of cool. This is definitely a Jerkmonger first. Force One says, "Yo, brother, what's up, dog?" Toom says, "Hey, good luck with the pins. I will have to grab a couple when they are available." Hey, hey, hey! I appreciate that, man. They are exciting, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you, the Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. Ben says, when is Enemy Leader coming back? He is the best. Oh, I'm working with him actually. We're trying to get that rolling, man. He's just been difficult. He's been super busy. And I've been, well, you know, you guys know what I'm doing all the time, it seems. So yeah, we're definitely trying to get that squared away. I want that to happen as soon as possible. But I have to make room for the business stuff, important business stuff that we've got to knock out. I'm really excited for this show. This is the last thing we're doing in October, but we have more coming the last couple months of the year. So, and most of that's down here in Florida. So if you are in the Florida area, please prepare yourselves. We might be coming your way if you're in the central Florida area. And you know, that sort of thing. Let me see here. I wonder if this will get me work with IDW. I kill me. Who knows what the reference is for that? I kill me. So these black and reds tend to be the more traditional comic style that I do. So we'll be fun to see this thing kind of come alive. as I get into the inks. Force One says pins. What have I missed? Force One, you haven't seen the pins? Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some more boom in it. Make you wanna jump back and smack somebody's mama. Make you wanna jump back and smack somebody's mama. All right, so you know this is over at it will be available on Big Bridge Design. It's because we're still getting through. Oh, did I do something wrong? Here we go. I'm going to share screens with you guys. And application one. Check it out, Force. These are, oh no, what happened? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, there you go. Yeah, these are the pins. We just got, these are the samples that we're getting in from the factory. Very excited. Overall, I'm very excited. Overall, there's a couple in here I'm not crazy about, but I'm pumped up about them. I want to tweak them. I want to get them better and better. But yeah, this is great. This one's awesome. This is my favorite one, and happens to be one of my favorite topics and subject matter. All right, there you go. There you go. I'm going to stop sharing. That's what happened yesterday. I doxed myself. I doxed myself. How dare I? I doxed myself. There we are. There we are. So hopefully you are checking that out when you get an opportunity. You can participate in that sort of fun. Which ones do you want to change? Nothing really. I just want to adjust some of the size of things here and there. But overall, really, really stoked. I mean, this is our first wave. They're looking pretty sweet. Gonna have to buy some pens. Word. Word. All right, so Mr. Montgomery Scott is getting his love put on here. And love won't hurt anymore. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And love da, 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 won't hurt anymore. Do, 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 do. His shoulders are a little bit too sloped, I think. Da, 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 ba, da, ba, ba, da, da, da. It comes back to you, the love boat. Did you design a pin for Zobi? I sure did, too. I sure did. I designed several, actually. Soon we'll be making another run. The love boat. Ba-da-da. Promise is something for everyone. Set a course for adventure. Your mind on a new romance. Ba, ba, ba. And love. Ba-da-da. Won't hurt anymore. All right, so I see you guys are coming in. Hey guys, if you would be so kind as you're watching the drawing and you're enjoying the time, and maybe you don't care for my singing so much, and that's okay. Sometimes I don't care for my singing either. But if you do find anything redeeming in this opportunity here to hang out with me, then please hit or smash, as the young people say, that like button. I mean, when I say smash, I want you to drill your index finger into your mouse or whichever tool you use for that and go for it. Let's see, Fortune says, I will check it out later. Been busier than a one-legged man, 200-man butt-kicking contest. I know that's true. Been pressing like for the images without reading the comments. I really must slow down. Right on, brother, right on. The singing is awesome. I don't think the singing is awesome, man, but I appreciate it. Yes, I just sing, man. I can't help it. I sing, man. My mom, when I was growing up, she was always singing in the house On Saturday mornings, this is something that we don't do with our kids, and I kind of regret that I didn't institute it more forcefully, or I should say forcefully. I should say reinforce the rule. But my mom used to make us do chores on Saturdays, and that's when we spent a lot of our time. That's where I cut my teeth on some tunage as I was growing up. Yeah, man, it was a good time. Good time to be a young person. All right, so I'm overall pretty happy with this likeness. It's not perfect, but it can't be because it's not a portrait. It's the character. So I always try to do my best to get it as close as possible. And if I can, get it to where it can sort of look like the person without going too nuts. You know, that can always become a deterrent to productivities if you're getting too. Sometimes you're going to be happy with like, I'm okay at around 85, 90%. I'll even take 75 sometimes, depending on what the project is. You got it, man. You got it. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. So if you're gonna show up sooner than that, just go ahead and send me a message. All right. So now that we've got that much done, I can't find. I'm a little embarrassed. I have to tell you guys, I'm a little embarrassed. I lost my ruler, and I have no clue where it is. And I'm sure it's in my office somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to be embarrassed about that. So what I'm going to have to do is use my other tool, which is this 18-inch T-square, but it's so long and it doesn't have the beveled edge. So you guys are going to participate with me as I rig my tool here. Maybe a couple of pennies, maybe 2 or 3. I'm going to rig my tool here, or should I use dimes? Dimes are a little thinner. I'll probably use the dimes. Let's see. Brian Hawkins says, you can actually sing, unlike most of the guys in EBS's singing stream recently. It's true. Although I was there too. I was doing poor singing as well. All right, so I'm going to get some tape. What tape shall I use? Well, there was somewhere lingering in my house a roll of blue painter's tape. Here it is. I think I'm going to use that because it doesn't have to be much. I could use Gorilla tape, but it's a little over the top. Tomb says, whoa, that sounds bad, Andy. I jump off the doodle. All right, so this is an expensive trick, but here's my tape so I can show you guys what I do. So in order for me to create because what happens, I think I've explained this to you guys before, make it rain one dime at a time. So the idea here is you want to put you want to create a separation from the surface of the paper with the I might have to go with Gorilla tape, but we'll see. I wanted to separate the surface of the paper with the edge of this tool, because when you try to, if you try to do any kind of, let me see here, I'm trying to think and do something at the same time. It doesn't work. See, I already hit the wrong button here by accident. I almost blocked somebody just by accident. The key here is to separate the bottom edge of this from the paper. The reason why is because if this is stuck on there and I use a pen, and if you're using some sort of ink flow, normal ink flow, it tends to ruin the whole. You can have the ink kind of like sucks into underneath the edge there. So we don't want to do that. Okay, here's my last dime. And this is not necessary to go this far down, but I'm doing it because in case I ever have to draw on 11 by 17 with this tool, then I have what I need, okay? So this is just an anticipation of a future project, and I'm going to use this tool again, I'm sure, or inking something at some point. So now you have it. So this raises the surface or the bottom edge of this just enough. You see that? See that edge there? Just enough to come off the paper. All right. Unfortunately, I got to move all this garbage out of my way. All right. So let's see if this expensive trick worked. And by expensive, I mean, and the cool thing is this is already pretty high even from here. So I'm not too worried about it, but it's just enough to keep me honest. Hey, Cosmeti, how you doing? Oh, Joshua, how you doing? Yeah, but you and Kanan can sing, but we're drowned out by the bad singing. Yeah. You know, we can't all be multi-talented. I'm using this older pen. It's already been kind of beat up. But that's okay. That's the point. I don't want to use a brand new tip that's already super fine. Gives me just what I need. I also like how this paper, the glue they use on this is very flexible. So when I pull it back there, it does a good job of calming down. So I can place my ruler, although now it looks like I drew this off, and I did. Holy moly. Oh, I see what I did. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I gotta clean that up. That's okay. That's easy to do. I knew that the shape looked a little odd. Oh, for crying out loud. This is why I try to teach my kids, don't be messy, all right? And they laugh at me. They don't laugh at me. They cry when I yell at them. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. They do cry. The idea here is to keep your space clean. Like I'm using a very limited space here in my in front of my computer where my camera is. And so you don't want to, have, mounts all over the place. And then if you have tools everywhere else as well, this is shameful. It's just shameful. All right. So I do this first to kind of give myself the boundaries and ink that I need. So I'm not trying to do this later. And thankfully, I did that because if I hadn't, look what would have happened. I probably would have inked this out here thinking this is my edge and loser. So what I'm going to grab now is I'm going to grab my handy dandy dry erase pad. Okay. I don't know why it's called a dry erase. I know why it's called an erase. I guess dry. Why wouldn't it be dry? It's an eraser. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking this pad and rubbing it across the surface of the paper of the Bristol board here. Unfortunately, I might have dug a little heavy in that line there thinking that was my edge. So all the more reason for you guys to be very careful. Mr. Scott, man, nice guy. Well, right on. Let's see. So we're just kind of going in there. I can wipe some of this off. All right, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to go in with an actual eraser now. This tends to be my weapon of choice. It's a nice, good old-fashioned Pentel. I use a lot of Pentel products, man. Never really occurred to me until recently. I'm a Pentel man. Pentel pocket brush pen, Pentel pencils, the graph gear pencils are Pentel. So all we're going to have left over, technically, is going to be this ink line that I messed up on, which is okay. Whenever you're thinking about it, don't use your hands to wipe off eraser. Use a brush. Pale Raven. Wow. Okay. There you go. Bunch of pagans. All right. So I'm messing with you guys. I know you're not pagans, sorta. Ha. Let's see. I think I'm also going to use, instead of using my gel pen, which I could use. I'm going to switch to my Copic Opaque White. I don't use many Copic products, but when I do, I use that because it is really good. I have a brush here ready to go. It's a brush pen, like what they would call aquarelle brush pen. To make sure this is not going to flake all over the place. And so what I'll do here is I'll just dip this in here and I'll paint this here. So now this is full of water, this reservoir, so it's always wet. And I'll do this, and that's kind of it. All right. And this is what you want to be careful of, getting messy. So here's the thing. I got to let that dry, or you can still work on it. Hey, I'm a good Christian girl. Okay, with the double ears. I don't know why you're doing that. Double horns. So I'm going to go ahead and just try to get rid of this stuff so I don't smear it everywhere on my art. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to grab my brush pen. And by brush pen, I want to go into my bag of tricks. So this is like a little bag I bought at Walmart. It's supposed to go into like a Trapper Keeper or some sort of notebook, 3-ring binder notebook. And it has a nice little feature where you can expand the girth of it so you can hold more stuff. Unfortunately, it looks like a purse. And I'm a pretty masculine, heterosexual man. And I always look like I'm walking around with a purse when I have this. But I'm comfortable in my masculinity. So I'm going to be all right. But what I am going to do is I'm going to grab this. And this is my preferred weapon of choice. Now, I will say, is preferred weapon of choice redundant? I think it is. I think it is. I'm going to go ahead and start the inking of a lifetime. Don't lie, it is your purse. It does look like a makeup case, right? That's what I'm saying. That's all right, though. It's all good. Oh, you know what? You know what else I don't have? I don't have my glasses, which is weird. I haven't used them in a couple of days. I wonder if my eyesight getting better? It's got to be in a different bag. Hold on, let me go get my glasses. So you guys can hang out with me for a second. The good news is I'm using a Bluetooth headset, and it allows me to walk away a bit. And now I'm in my living room. Checking my other bag. Nothing there. I'll check this bag. And if it's not here, I shall flog myself. I don't know why this thing is so full. What's this? Oh. Okay, I'm back in my studio here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. There it is. I've got it. I've got it. Hello, Poppet. Hello. He has a Hello Kitty makeup case. I actually do not. You thought I was going to say I did, huh? All right. So now that I can see again, they're literally readers. Because I'm old. But I'm young in heart. I know you so well. I can tell by the sound of your voice that you're really in love with me. Oh, and I do. Yes, I do. You know I can't lie. If I say to you, baby, I love you, then baby, I love you. Oh, and I do. Yes, I do. I do. I watched this guy on Instagram. I think his name is Dave something. I think he's either French or Italian. And I think it's Desennaw. I think it's French. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Music and art starring Elliot Fernandez. I'm gonna do a little graphic with my face smiling like on the Love Boat. Man, that'd be an awesome way to start my show. I'm gonna consider doing a video thing for that. Do a little graphic for the beginning of my shows. It's gonna be smart how I do it. Jerkmonger Show. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Wait till Christmas comes. I'll be singing all kinds of Christmas songs. You are going to hate me. Okay, so you see what I'm kind of doing. Being very careful. I'm using very light, light touch on my brush to get. I'm going to zoom in for you guys a bit to help you get a little bit of a little closer taste of what I'm doing down here. I have an image of Mr. Montgomery Scott on a, which one says, got a roll, brother, nice stuff. Congratulations on the success of the Black and Red project. Hopefully the website is also taking off for you as well. Well, we're working on it, brother. We are working on Feliz Navidad. Man, that's the one song I can't do, man. My daughter loves it. And then she doesn't speak Spanish very well. So she thinks she does. She thinks she does. She's 12. It's like someone who's tone deaf. She's kind of Spanish deaf. She says things like, I say Feliz Navidad, Prospero Año, Felicidad. She goes, I forget what she says. She says something really weird. It sounds like she's talking about eggs or something. I don't know what's wrong with her. That little white girl. Joshua Hughes says, the only pagans are the ones who hail Starfire. Raven is truth. Raven is power. Dude, where you been, bro? That was like 20 minutes ago I said that comment. Relax, relax. Take a chillax pill and chillax. Just kidding. So I don't like doing likenesses too much because it requires this sort of, tight inking. Oh, speaking of Black and Red, says Brian Hawkins, got my Monday, love it. Nice, brother. I appreciate that, homie. Yeah, man, everybody's getting their Black and Red books. I'm so excited for you guys. All right, so just letting this ink dance. Let's dance, gonna be okay. I heard that song this morning when I was looking for ink. I had to go back to Office Depot to pick up ink for my printer. That's a lame experience every time, especially because I always forget which ink I have. So what I did once back like in 2015, I took a picture of my printer. It's an old printer, it's not that new. Your husband stole your print. Oh no. Brady says, got my yesterday word. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're 4 minutes behind, Joshua. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And because of that, so I had to look through all my pictures, right? So nice. He loves Batman. My wife will take the storm. Ha ha ha. So here's the problem, right? I have these pictures in my phone or wherever it's whatever cloud storage it's on, and I'm literally in the aisle going through these pictures of my kids, and I'm blubbering like an idiot because I'm looking at my family photos, thinking about all the mistakes I've made. I'm just like, God, I'm a terrible dad. And all this is happening because I'm looking for stupid printer ink. What say you people? What say you? Am I a moron or what? All right. I was watching John Dillard on Cross Comics channel. John is actually an official member of the Cult of Raven. So is Nasser and a few others. The Cult of Raven, the Cult of Trash Fire, Starfire. Oh, I see. The Cult of Raven is greater than the. Yeah, no, no. I don't care. I don't care about that show. All right, Mr. Scott. Say, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm literally sitting on the floor crying. Not crying. Like, no, I was blubbering. I was blubbering. He's not getting my books. It's cosmetic. He's not. My husband's not getting my book. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring some of that there. Gotta come in with this here. Call the glass doctors. Do you guys have glass doctors where you're at? Ortiz says, I am now really liking Ellie Fernandez. I don't watch that show either. It's not about the Trash Titans TV show, says Josh. It's about the characters from the comics and cartoons. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't understand why the cartoon introduced something that doesn't matter. I don't want to get into it. Bigger fish to fry. All right, all right. So I'm killing myself inking this guy. Oh, you read Sergeant Rock, this one? Oh, I've read a lot of DC comics. I just every once in a while, if a particular artist is drawing something that I follow, then I'll buy that book if I see it. I don't do a lot of comic shops anymore. I had this one that I visit from time to time, mainly because we have business there, and I like them. I have several comic shops in the town that I love. I love my guys over um, at Nerd Out. I love my guys over at Yancey, but I don't get to go very often because I'm usually pretty busy. And plus, comics are expensive sometimes anymore. So I kind of backed off. And when I buy stuff, I buy reference mostly. How cool would it be to see Ghost Rider turn the Titans to ash? Whoosh! No, I like the Teen Titans, man. I mean, you're talking about the TV show? That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. Okay, Mr. Scott. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Who are some of your guys' favorite artists? Besides me, of course. Who are some of the artists that you follow? And then I want to ask you why. The Scotty EA? Yes, yes it is. Not gonna lie, this makes me want to draw more Star Trek people. Todd Knock, yeah. Jim Lee, yeah. You, Ethan, Jim Lee, Booth, Booth. Interesting, interesting assortment. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay. Stanley Lau. Hey, yeah, he's pretty great. Good call, Grace. I can't say I really know, says Toon. I haven't been into comics since the 90s. I'm getting back into it through you guys. Oh, well, that's cool, man. Well, I'm excited, man. I'm peeling out with some of my stuff soon for my next campaign. I'm excited about that. It's gonna be I'm running it on my own because because Andy's Andy says you crazy, but I'm just crazy enough to do it. That's right, boys and girls. The jerkmonger's coming at you hardcore with a left and a right in my new story. I'm working on the name still. Brady says Miller, Young Yi, Art Germ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Young Yi's. Mm. Mac Mac Uafasak says been on JC Campbell. Good call. Sean S. Glines. Yes. It's Sean Glines, right? Is it? Can't remember. Is it Steve Glines? I know Glines. I know his last name. Very awesome. Kick lately. The cartoony, curvy female thing is a style I've been trying to work on. Yeah. That's me too. Me too. Nasser, listening on lunch. Nice, nice. Kick Nasser. Yes, please. No, just kidding, Nas. Just kidding. Nas, I'll be in touch soon, man, or for your concept drawing, man. I got overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff that I'm working on, so I gotta knock this out. I'll be able to take care of that very soon. Malin, when he is drawn and quartered. Malin's great, man. Malin's I don't just love Malin's art. I love Malin. He's a really cool guy, and we've had some great conversations. And I'm really I think he's a stand-up dude, man. I don't know him that well, but I know him from what I know of him. His art's fantastic, but he just is a very nice individual person. Ben Enlund, oh, nice, nice. That's an interesting. Kanan and Gary Shipman, yeah. Brian Hawkins says Jim Leake fan forever, but I'm discovering some new artists like you through CG. Yeah, right on, man. Cool. Yeah, yeah. I was on a Jim Lee thing for a long time too, but I feel like I've kind of outgrown him. Although every once in a while, whenever I see his work, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I get really pumped up. The Malin Militia, yes, Kraken of the Sea. Nice call there. I like that. I'm a member of the Malin Militia. He's not a lieutenant. He's my general. Lionel Yu. Yeah, Lionel Yu's really good. So is Finch. I like Finch a lot more than you, though. I used to like you a lot, man, but something's happened in his work that I'm just uh, it's hard now because I'm not buying that harsh style as much. Hey, isn't that Devin Graham says nice Michael Myers? I'm like, well, thank you. Is this Michael Myers? You got me. You got me. Eric Canetti. Yeah, now we're talking. Eric is awesome. Eric is awesome. He's one of my favorite artists. It's interesting because I don't I don't draw like him. Although sometimes I wish I did. Although sometimes his stuff is a little bit on the ugly side, and I mean that in a nice way. Like he has like a Frank Miller technique that it's a little off-putting at first, but then it's like there's a beauty in it that I love as well. And that sounds bad, but it's not. I think he would agree. He knows what I'm talking about. Faybach. I'm not crazy about Faybach. Daniels, I love. Daniels, I love. The stuff Jim Lee does on streams is great, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's all right. Current phases in mainstream are Ryan Stegman. He's pretty good. I like his Venom stuff. Sean Murphy. Oh, yes. McFarlane. Stephen Hughes. Not familiar with Stephen Hughes. Beep Boop. Hey Nasser. Rabadi. Hail Radio. Max says, Cracking of the Sea. Jim Lee's taking on some famous manga work has been fun to watch. Interesting. I like Ellie Fernandez. He's a hacky, but he's coming along. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel that way too about Elliot Fernandez. He's kind of a moron. He's a moron with a brush. How dare he? I can't believe I even brush anything. I remember when I first tried brushing, inking, it was terrible. My first attempt at painting was with oils, and it was on paper. The thing was messy as all get and out. Mike Diodato? Interesting. Piscor? Piscor? I don't know what that is, Midnight Cherry. I like Mike Mignola. He's one of my favorites. Alan Davis is one of my favorites. Jack Kirby, one of my all-time favorites now. I love. There's a lot of guys on Instagram that I've fallen in love with as well. Ed Piskor. I have to look him up. That sounds very familiar. Adam Hughes. Woo! He's one of my favorites. Yeah, I could look at his work all day. I wish I could afford originals from him. That would be something. That would be something. You know what else I love? I love Buzz. Buzz is dynamite. And I mean that with ultra affection. Dynamite. It blows my face up when I see his work. You guys love guys on Instagram. You love guys on Instagram. Yeah. Robert De Jesus. I don't know who that is, Grace. I don't know who that is. You know, if you guys have these names of people, DM me on Twitter or whatever so I can look them up. Or if you have links to their work, or send me some pics, whatever. You know, I'm down with that. I'm always happy to explore. Now, the artists that I love the most are artists. Do you guys know Rob Momartz? One of my favorite artists. Enrique Fernandez, also Incarab. Damn, learning a lot about you today, Elliot. Are you really? Sketch. Well, I spend a lot of time on Instagram too. That's where most of my audience is. Sketch says, sorry I'm late. I tweeted it out. I forgot to tweet it. Keep getting blasted for that too. I'm gonna share on Twitter. Let me see. What's it gonna say? I'll put right now. Bam. Bop, 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 bop. And tweet. And tweet. Add tweet. When I was in the army, I had a buddy used to say, add hoot. Silly Billy, tee. And I'm also going to push this on Facebook as well. Because, as you guys may or may not know, you never know. There we go. All right. So I got 34 watchers right now, which is great. I really appreciate that. I would love for you guys to, if you would be so kind, to smash. If you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're listening to, because I try to be as entertaining as possible. Sometimes I'm not. Every once in a while, you're going to catch me on a down day. I'll be like, oh, man, life is so hard for me. Life is rough. And you guys remember a poem, as some people say, a poem called Crystal Stairs, something like that? Life for me ain't been no crystal stairs. Love that poem. Anyway, yeah. But today's a good day. Today's a day where we're all just hanging out and we are watching me draw Scotty. Hey, Scotty and Biscotti. Hit that like button, y'all. It's from Uncanny Kodiak. I was reading Kodiak at the same time, so Unconey. What's up, Kodiak, my man? Hey, isn't that Devin Graham says, smash that melee button, y'all. In fact, I'm gonna do something here. So, my man, when you have a chance, listen to Every Single Day by By who? By who? Art of KK says, hey, hey, Kodiak, I'm going to bestow upon you moderator status. You are hereby now a wrenchman of the highest altar. What units were you in? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Someone I really like but don't see a lot from anymore is Mark Silvestri. Oh, Mark Silvestri, dude. Yeah, man, he is great. Okay, so coming up, just so you guys might know, I actually prefer, of all the Image guys, he was my favorite. Absolute favorite. Love, and I still love his work. I have the Art of Silvestri, which is excellent resource for me. It's hard now because I don't draw like that much, but he's definitely had a huge impact on me. Let's see. Geek Out Loud says, not geeks and gamers, cringy phrase, shudder. What? 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 Let's see. A unit in the army, LOL. He probably doesn't remember. Better to ask MOS. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. A military occupational specialty. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so here, I'm doing this here. I'm gonna do a little cross hatching here. That. I'm almost done here. Oh, well, I'm not quite. I still gotta add the red, but that's looking pretty sweet. I like this. This is a nice little drawing here of Mr. Montgomery Scott. Then, I forget what you call this. The thing on the lip there. Dirty Heads is called Vacation. Look at the video though. Something this generation won't understand. By Dirty Heads? Every single day by Dirty Heads. Okay, I'll try to remember that. It messaged me with that, man. I'm not gonna remember that at all. I decided to leave it alone. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. What does a mod do? LOL. I'm scared. You'll learn quickly. I caught that as a no-fly zone. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, man. Well, are you asking what my MOS was? Mod can post links like ones to Elliot's IGG or BAM spammers. Yes, yes. Yeah, I was gonna get with you about that later, man. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. It'll be fun. You're on here all the time. A lot of you guys aren't here all the time, but you've been appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Helped me a few times. All right, so yeah, so Mr. Scott is looking very good. You know who I want to draw? Okay, I don't usually want to draw anybody, but if there's one person I'd like to draw, or I don't know if it's maybe not draw, I just want to indulge in the movie again. From Ghostbusters 2, you are like the buzzing of flies to him. Prince Vigo. That's nice. We're heading right into Halloween here, so we need stuff like that. We need stuff like that as often as possible. All right, so now I'm starting to add details. And what's great about Mr. Scott, and I'm sure this is why the individual asked for this, is because he's engineering, but you didn't know I was knowledgeable about Trekkie things, did you? He wears the red shirt, which is also used for security. Security detail wear red shirts as well. Mods drop links. There you go. You don't have to be a mod. I can demodify you. Anyway, you let me know, man. No shame in that at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, cool. Oh, whoa. Gotta do the insignia. It's weird seeing Scotty without a mustache. I was used to older, fatter Scotty with the mustache. All right. Did-it-in, 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 did-it-in. I just have a good feeling about you, Kodiak. Good feeling about you. All right, so I got plenty of red ink in here. Before I go into that, well, I have to wait for this to dry first before I start to. Well, meh, meh. Let me see, where's my eraser? Sometimes I hate when I'm gonna have to pick my other erasers that are different colors because most of my tools are black, and so I spend about 15 minutes looking for the tool that's right in front of me because I think it's a pen. It's weird seeing. Okay, just don't swing the wrench like Malin does. Now Malin's my man. Malin, my man, as Aquaman would say, my man. Don't do that, I said. All right. What I am going to do, however, is I'm going to rub the bag here and get these blue lines out of his grill. Clean that up a bit. Let me just take this off of here. All right, Midnight Cherry, I guess you're leaving. Peace out. Get back to work. Back to the house of pain. Back to the house of pain. All right, so now, whoa. I see some more antics that need to be addressed later about. Oops, I should probably zoom out a bit so you guys can see what all I'm doing. You couldn't see what I did there. She was, I'm over here doing stuff and you guys are like, what are you talking about, E? What are you talking about? I love you, baby, in the scariest way. I want you, babe, to stay with me. I love you, babe, and it's hurting to say. I want you, baby, to stay with me. Love never came between us. Love is too deep in our hearts. All right. He is almost complete. Let me give a little more love there, a little more love there. I think these phone calls from weird places around the country. And I don't know anybody in Arizona. Sorry about that. Here we go. Max Hammer says, I already asked. I am sorry to ask again. Are you going to be on Jordan Quarter tonight? No, I will not be on Jordan Quarter tonight. I will not. I will not. I shan't. I shan't. I shan't. I gotta take care of some stuff, y'all. I gotta take care of the boogie. And by the boogie, I don't mean my magic nose goblins. Look at me. I have been set free. All my sins are washed away. Can I do impressions of Simpsons characters? No, not very well, at least. I guess I could do a little bit of Homer, but not very well. Okay. Here we go. Moving fast now for the kill. Oh no, what's going on there? Sputtering. Oh, that's not good because it gets everywhere. Oops. Be very careful because now I have red little shards, speckles throughout. I've been very careful here. This is what happens. Normally, what I'd rather have is a bolder line, so that way you can kind of just you can go over the line a little bit if you can. But this, when you do it this way, the way I'm doing it right now, it's a bit of a challenge. Oh, it's doing it again. Stop. I have to do this inside of a rag or something. Have you had phone calls from your own number yet? It's a thing they can do now. What? That's weird. Let's see. Not sure what's going on here with this brush all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to. It keeps making bubbles, and that's what's making the splatter that I don't want. It's just getting everywhere. It's on my hands even. Oh. Dun, 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 the boogie down. It is New York thing. Boogie down is a reference to the Bronx, as a matter of fact. That's what it is. The boogie down is the Bronx. New York, New York, what a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the battery's down. I love that musical. I don't remember the name of it though. You guys can help me. I want to see it again. It's actually not What a Wonderful New York. New York, it's a wonderful town. The Bronx is up and the battery's down. New York, New York. Okay. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. My name is Robin Leach. Welcome to the Lives of the Rich and Famous. You guys remember that show was a very prominent in the early 90s, maybe even late 80s. Hello, I'm Robin Leach. Looks great with the red shirt. I'm a second generation fan of OG Star Trek. My dad was a Trekkie. Oof, go ahead now. Go ahead. You go, you go. I grew up on Star Trek as well. My dad was not. No one in my family was a Trekkie. I'm the main science fiction guy. My dad was into other stuff, but he had a very serious upbringing in Puerto Rico. And see, this is what makes me angered. What when you have too much garbage? This is why I used to usually put it inside of a mug of some sort. Yeah, I didn't do that this time. And so I remember he used to criticize Transformers. He used to say, "Why do the robots say I think? They don't have brains." Oh, yeah, but Dad, they are sentient. No, it doesn't make any sense. And he would turn it off. But he wouldn't turn it off. He would just walk away. But he would turn himself off from it. Now he's all about this kind of stuff. He's a big Superman head, it turns out. I had no idea for years, but it kind of makes sense. All right. I'll let that dry. And unfortunately, there are some specks. I'm not going to be able to clean that up completely. This is just going to have to be battle wounds. But what I'll do to help distract us from those, I'm going to ink, well, I can use this. I'm going to ink the exterior edge of this illustration. Okay. With my other, oh, this will work. with this tool. Yeah, I got plenty of ink in here. Used to watch Lifestyles years ago. Leach was just passed away. Was fairly recently away really recently, didn't he? Yeah, I think so. Sketches. I'm a next generation guy. To me, the best episodes was the Devil's Due, but I like Deep Space Nine too. I'm a little bit Ferengi. Huh, that's interesting. Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams. Uh-oh. In Puerto Rico, it's a musical style, New York hip hop from back in the days of Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, that's different though. The Boogie Down is the Bronx. The Boogie Down, that's the Bronx. This looks great with the red shirt. Okay, yeah, okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, let's do the do. Yeah, there's too many splatter elements everywhere. Gee whiz, the thing popped everywhere. So by doing this here, what I'm hoping to accomplish is blow up that contrast with this stuff, and then this will be the focal point, not all that noise that I've wrecked. Well, I'm getting all quiet now because I'm trying to be careful. Here I can talk blah 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 because I'm getting messy, but everywhere else got to be very quiet. I'm more of a Star Wars fan, but I like Star Trek too. Don't tell anyone. My teeth are fabulous. I had bracers. Oh man. Hope that better teeth. Yeah. Okay, watch this. Now I do the same thing that I was doing with the red with this black. Sometimes I like to just paint the edge first. It's almost like when you're painting a wall, you kind of want to paint that section very carefully first, then you can kind of go crazy with the rest of it. But this is the edge I gotta paint more carefully. Okay, I've been on for 73 minutes. This is taking way too long. Come on now. I need to move. But to be fair, I encountered some challenges here. I'm in repair mode here. I thought it would look pretty cool the way it was. No, now I gotta do something else here. I gotta pay for my mistakes. Okay. My internet's messing up. I've got a new provider that was supposed to be better. Not so much. Tim says laugh aloud. Doug is having a Twitter war again. What? What is going on? Uh, how's Acevedo doing? Was good to see. It was good to see him around. Oh, he's good, I think. Tell my Lafayette. Oh, my neck is killing me from this position. Okay. So I think I'm done. Let me fix this little spot right here. And then we're going to sign this mug. Call it a century. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Just going to sign it. Bam! One down. 75 to go. SCS Powerlifting says, needs more detail. Hope all is good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. And no, it does not. I feel about flying like a BA Baracus from the 18 felt about flying, but it's more about hating the airport and the plane. I'd love to see y'all, but I'll wait till I'll visit. I'll come to Puerto Rico. I think about that, man. I thought about your invitation. Not that I expect you to pay for that, but I am certainly interested in checking out my people. The DC hooker talk. Yeah, like I love Lafayette. He's my man. All right, so one down, more to go. So what about his rank insignia? I don't know. I don't see any of that in the reference, so I'm not putting it in. Instead of a rectangle, you should have made him came out of Star Trek logo shape. Okay, that's not what my Black and Red series is about, but you should do it. Go ahead and try it. All right, so okay, back to work. Also check out my channel, please. I'm close to 1,000. Oh, hey. Everybody check out Nasser Rabadi's channel. It's close to 1,000. Oh, I'm just trying to rub this red out of my fingers first before going any further, because this can be ugly when I start touching stuff and it has red fingerprints everywhere. All right, let's put this aside. Let this dry. Next one up is going to be Storm. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, make sure my fan doesn't bust up my board here. Okay, cool. Let's get my, you know what? I am going to use my mug. It's easier than having a bunch of trash everywhere. If you guys want to help support Elliot and his mad art skills, be sure to go to Patreon. Oh, snap. My man. Remembering Patreon. Yeah, guys, I have a bunch of links in the body of the description below, I should say. If you are interested in supporting me in various ways, there are multiple options there for you. Otherwise, prepare yourselves. I'm rocking out some stuff, and don't forget to check out the bigbridgedesign.com link, so you can see some of the new stuff that Andy and I are putting out. I'm very, very pumped up about that. So have at it. Have at it. All right, so we're gonna get ready to do Storm next. I should have put that in my thing. I'm just cleaning up my space here. Always leaving a bunch of dust and junk here. Gotta check my stuff from time to time, make sure I'm not getting emergency texts from anyone. Okay. All is well. All is well. I have someone I'm probably going to be inviting soon. I just saw his text here to join me. Let's see. Toon says it's 5 a.m., so I better call it at night to catch up. 5 a.m.? Where you at, Toon? Later, y'all. All bye, Toon. Night, Toon, guys. Hey, what's up, 3D Robin? Big Bridge will be getting new merch next week. Good child. Jason says, can't wait for your original project. Oh, Jay, you can't wait. Neither can I, buddy. Neither can I. I am very excited about it. I have a couple of things I'm cranking on, actually. Right now, it's about getting this stuff ready to go. So here's my mug. It has all my tools in it. That's gonna go on the side here. Keeps my area clean. I got to do this more often because I play around too much and it stays too messy. Where is my other? Here we go. This is really important. Melbourne, woo-wee! Bro, Australia, love it. I love it. Here we go. 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 DMC and a DJ. Run, run. Dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum dum dum. We're probably doing mug soon sketch, so keep your eyes peeled. Just still working out the details. Dum diddy dum diddy diddy dum dum. Cause you know where we're from. I always start off with my rectangle so I know what I'm working at. I in the very beginning I wouldn't do this. I would just start drawing and then I'd form my rectangle around what I was drawing. I found that to be very inefficient. Making sure that's straight. This we had last time. Let's see here. That was just a prototype, by the way. That mug. Radish, eject. All right. All right, here he goes. Storm. I wonder if Mr. Nunez is still around. Mr. Either Nunez, Mr. Ortiz. Okay. I wonder, am I doing, which storm am I doing? I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. Aurora Storm, original. Okay, original Storm with the long hair. I was in basic training when that song came out. Oh, snap. So, classic Storm, right, Mr. Ortiz? I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble for you. I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble for ya. I tumble. All right, so let's get a. Oops, why am I making a new window for this? Let's go with Storm. Roro. 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 Huh? What? For crying out loud. All right. So, so as far as classic Storm is, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick to make sure we're on the same page here. So we're good there, right? Yes. Casi 50. Whoa. What's up with that, y'all? Y'all, these old people talking up at her. All right, making sure. I'm gonna make sure you guys acknowledge that first before I move forward. And then I'm gonna kill it. Yes, okay. Here we go. We're back. And we're back. Let's see. Just gonna have that headpiece coming off, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dum 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 dum. Storm's got some jaws. She's jawlicious. Limit that there. My neck hurts. Okay. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Oh. Why am I doing that sound? I don't know. I just feel like saying, I think because I'm looking at the blue pencil. And in my head it's blue, so I'm saying sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. How do you say it? French? Like the French fries? Uh-huh. French fries aren't even French, right? Something like that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. Time for the bembas. It's time for the bembas. You know what? I don't think I like what I'm doing here. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Remember, kids, put your tools away when you're done. Keep your space clean. Don't do what I do. Ask the lab. I'm always a mess. You should see my studio. It's garbage. I'm not going to show you my studio. You guys are ridiculous. How dare you? How dare you ask? You want to see it? Okay, fine. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that mess. Tired of messing myself up here. Yeah, lab. I like Mohawk the best myself. She's my favorite. She's one of my favorite characters, period. It's weird. I never name her because I don't think of her like that usually. But when I go back into, and if you ask me what I like to draw, she's one of my favorites to draw. Something about the fierce Mohawk. I just find it very sexy, very appealing. You know what, Lab? I'm gonna make you a moderator too. Boom. Why was I thinking? Why wouldn't I make you a moderator? So women don't come as easy for me to draw. I've gotten better at them over time, but they're not my first. It's like my second language, if you will. Um, yeah, Sketch. Check out Loomis. Check out Loomis. You know what I'm gonna do too? No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I will do something here. I got a lot of windows open, and I'm gonna cut this off because it's eating up my bandwidth. Make sure. So I'll keep drawing. Vive hermano, echa para atrás que la roca victoria tendrá. So I'm closing windows down and it's causing my system to get all flaky on me. It shouldn't. I found like 50 YouTube tutorials on Loomis. This is good stuff. Well regarded. Thanks. Nice, nice, nice. Hi. Okay. Kodiak says that if you like and share if you care. Oh, uncanny. That's beautiful. Let Elliot know we're all here. Oh, that's cool. That was fantastic, man. That was fantastic. See, that's what I knew. I knew it, man. You were gonna be awesome. I knew it. If I could just get Andy at the lab to do that. If I could just get him to love me like you love me. Mm, 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 mm. The hype man. That's all right, man. That's all right. Okay, so you are a moderator. I just made you a moderator, lab. See, you weren't even around to see it. So what kind of moderating are you doing? That's funny. All right, so I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can get a better look at this. All right, and I'm also going to sit down because my dogs are tired. My dogs are tired. Oh, for crying out loud. Let me see. Did somebody say they were into cartoony style? There's something to show you if you like cartoony styles. All right. Why is my chair hooked on anything? I'm crying out loud. That's what makes the bear angry right here. This makes me angered. All right. All right. The wrench breaker. That's right. Check out the merchandise at bigbridgedesigns.com. I think you have to check. I don't think it's www though. Check out the thing. Well, it must be, but for some reason an HTTP thing comes up whenever I go to the site. But I'm sure you're squared away. You're always more squared away than me. Okay, so I sat down, which is not a good thing when I'm drawing this kind of thing here because I'm bound to make a mistake or elongate her face the wrong way. So I am gonna want some of this nice Paul Smith cheeks or John Romita Jr. cheeks, depending what generation you're from. How are the Bembas so far? Like Disney and other styles? Okay, that's not quite. Someone was mentioning before. It may not be here anymore. When you're young and hard. Okay, cool. You digging it? Let me get rid of some of this up here. Let me clean this up a bit. So that was a kneaded eraser. Not that you need it. Get it? It's a kneaded eraser because you knead it like you do dough. Okay. Sketch says, I like comic book style and animation style, but super detailed manga like Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Check this out. I was going to show you guys this. This is another great artist that I love. Put this stuff down properly. I just picked up this book at New York Comic Con. This is my good friend. Oh, gotta be careful how I say that. He's a good buddy. Put it that way, because I'm sure he doesn't know me very well, not that well, but I know him well enough. We've known him over the years. Carrie Randolph, or Carrie. His stuff is great. Has that kind of animation look to it. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know why this thing keeps shifting on me. Huh. I wonder why it keeps shifting. Anyway, check this out. This is good stuff. Corey Randolph, right there. Give him a spin. Find him on Instagram. You can find him on, I think, Facebook. I saw. Mac says, "Sorry, still here. Was doing some doodling in Clip Studio while listening. I was the Campbell Glide Tim fan. Yeah. Check it out. Check him out, Mac. Check him out. Yeah, guys. There is not a www for bigbridgedesigns.com. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You can't Google it yet either, because Google sucks." Oh, that's funny. Bagley and Larson? Yeah. I'm not sure about that. We'll check it out. Yep. All right. So, anywho. Da, 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 da. When you're young and hard. Wa, da, 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 da. Wa, da, 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 da. Wa, da, 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 da. Wa, da, 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 da. I tell you what, something that I've learned to enjoy, and I hope I'm not being offensive to anyone. Do you remember when Carrie and Sanford and Ed McGuinness still did the Artzilla book? Cool art. I never saw that. I wish I had, because I remember hearing about it, but never checked it out. But I'm learning to what I was going to say was I'm learning to really enjoy. I'm appreciating more and more drawing women, and the act. The I think Lab would appreciate this too. The act of drawing the pinup girls, I guess, but it's not so much not in a sexual way. It's just I guess it is sexual, but not in a weird way. Just I enjoy women in exploring what beauty is from looking at women. Beautiful woman is just really something else. And I'm not saying this is that way yet, but it's like anything else. When you draw something and you feel like you got a good handle on it, Sanford. Yeah, Sanford Green. Oh, I only read Sanford, so it's okay. Adjust this too. Love the side angle though. Beautiful black woman. Side view, profile view. There we go. No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, and I know some people are weird about that nowadays, so I just gotta state it that way. Not that it would matter. People would still argue foolishness with me regardless, but I don't care. I guess I do care because I gave it a give it a precursor. What do you call it? Big reason I like Tim Glenn. Yeah, Sean. Is this Sean Glines? God, I can't remember. Hold on, I gotta Google it. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, either way, I've been following Glines for a long time. I just can't remember what his first name is. I know he signs S Glines, right? Pretty sure of that. For crying out loud. Shane, that's what it was. Shane Glines. I knew it, Sean sounded weird. Shane Glines. Ah, Shane Glines. Yeah. Let me show you guys Shane Glines. Check out the fantasticness that is Shane Glines. This is so you can learn, right? Bruce Timm is the same thing. Look at all this beautiful art. I learned the female form from Bruce Timm. That's how I learned. That's how I taught myself to study Bruce Timm's work. Shane's also fantastic. I believe Shane worked on the animated series. That's why he's got. I have this image in my phone. Always love that drawing. And a lot of the ways that I learned to teach myself to get into more of an animation style came from this. So it's really good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Man, I got something's wrong because I got a bunch of this thing's moving really slow. Anyway, so when you get a chance, give Shane a spin. You can learn a lot from Mr. Glines. Learn a lot from him. All right. So back to Storm. Back to Miss Storm. Okay. Taking her a little further there with that look. Um, adjusting my focus here. Wish I had a better camera. Anybody have a good suggestion for a really good webcam? I need a good webcam. Hey, Mr. Beatty, how are you, sir? Good to see you. C920? Yeah, I think I have a 910. I gotta get into that. Into that. Yeah, because I have a couple of C910s and they're okay, but I don't like I don't like them. I don't like them. I mean, they're just so limited. I wish I had something much more powerful, but I don't know what that would be. GOP gamer, what's going on, man? It's good to see you, John. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, now that I've fuddled around enough, I'll go ahead and do some damage here. They have a newer model out above the C920. But it's but it's good. $50 on Amazon. Ooh, which is it? I wanna get better. This is a cam controller. What do you mean by that? What's a cam controller? I don't know what that is. Boomer. They call him Boomer. 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 He's slower than coffee. Making that up. La da da dee. La da 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 dee. How's that? How's that look? That looks cool. Oh gosh, I get to draw that awesome hair of her. Oof, look how beautiful she is. Oh wow, man. I'm not gonna lie. I just made something cool here. When you get to that point, you're like, oh my gosh, that's cool. Don't hate. Don't hate, propagate. Just do it. She does have some sort of something. I was trying to figure out what was going to be red on her. She has a little red gem right here at the base of her cleavage line. Check your Twitter when you can. I sent you a message and a pic. Okay, cool. This is looking dope. So yeah, guys, check out bigbridgedesigns.com when you get an opportunity. Let me know what you think, man. I mean, seriously, just you don't have you don't have to buy anything, but I'm hoping that we will convince you with the quality of the work. It is good stuff, man. I don't know. I hate to say trust me because you guys don't know me that personally, but if you've trusted anything you've bought from me yet, I think you will at least appreciate the effort and the time that Andy and I put into those products. Very excited about it. And I really feel like that's the next frontier for us guys is coming up with our own stuff and being more of an entrepreneur than just than anything else, you know. Okay, so I gotta take another look at something else here of hers. Does she have anything on her arm? So many references, so little time. Okay, so not so much. All right. Look at that. You didn't even see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So this will have a bit of a flesh showing here as well. Coming here too. Okay, put this back for a moment. Get my bag out again. And Sketch says, I bought Black and Red. I want a hardbound edition, a big one with 200 pages or maybe 300. Some quality. I love the quality of those prints. Can't get enough of your art, man. Thanks, man. Man, I hope so, man. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, man. I like the idea more of doing an official art book, like a sketch book with my concepts in it. I really want to take this to the next level where we are supporting newer ideas, not just the old stuff. But I mean, I can't lie. I still need the old stuff in my model for a little while at least until things pick up. But hey, man, that's the name of the game. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting more stuff out there. You buy that, Cosmetic? Thank you. Yeah, what Sketch said. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide. I mean, there's no reason why I can't do another Black and Red, but I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm giving myself an opportunity to to be successful with my own content, you know, which is the whole reason why people support me on Patreon, which is the whole reason why, you know, just bringing everything full circle, you know, that's super important. I think it's important for all of us, man. Anyone who's creating, man, just create your own stuff and get it out there. I mean, it may not be the most successful right away, but get it out there. Don't hesitate. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long. Ooh, pin up art book. I have been thinking about something like that. I was gonna do a sketchbook. I have a sketchbook that I was gonna make just a pinup book, but I needed it for other drawing things, and so now I'm starting to get back into using Bristol board pads as my sketchbooks. I don't know. I like using sketchbooks too. What do you guys think of this so far? I'm pretty happy with this. 3D Robin says, yes, do more of your own stuff, please. I'm looking forward to the mini manga pins. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me too. I can't wait. I think we get them tomorrow, right, Andy? So, pretty cool. God willing. It will be here. It will be here. This guy says, I also want 2 or 3 original concepts where you team up with a writer and I get 2 to 4 big books of sequential story art by you, but I don't know how to get all that without you getting burned out. Well, it's funny you say that because I'm feeling a little tired lately. Tired. I feel like Bilbo in Lord of the Rings when he tells Frodo, I feel like butter being spread over. Is that how it goes? Being spread over too much toast. Oops. You know what I want? I'll tell you what I want. I don't just want it, I need a new chair. I need to change this setup a bit. I need to be able to sit down and work. I also need to get one of those tables that stand up. Those tabletops that you buy that I've seen it on Amazon. I think I'm getting into that with the chair, man. I tried out a chair while I was at Office Depot, Office Depot this morning. Loved it. But they can be a little expensive. So I'm going to ask Santa for that. I don't think he'll get it for me because it turns out I'm Santa. Don't tell my wife. You're on your way? All right, brother. Okay. I think I'm in a good spot here. I can start inking. Okay. So for this, I'm not going to use my brush. Sandy Claus? Sandy Claus. Ah. I'm going to use my pens here. I'm going to look for one more reference of Storm to make sure I'm on point here. Okay. Oh, is this supposed to be the X? It's crazy. I don't get a lot of images of her. Um, huh, okay. Okay, oh, look at this. This is, all right, now this will work. This will work. Yeah, good chairs are pricey, but I figured I'm in it half the day, so it's like getting. Yeah, you're absolutely right, 3D. You're absolutely right. Like cheddar being spread over too much coffee. Your back is important, so is your neck, and they even sing songs about it, protect your neck, but Wu-Tang Clan can't get the message as possible. You know what? It's you're absolutely right. I need a new bed too. I've been wanting one of those for years. My wife and I, we've been doing everything we can for the children, and so that's kind of on my agenda as well. Just to, you know what? I'm going to use my brush for the eyelashes rather. Make sure I don't have it out here. Here it is. Here it is. The reason why I'm using a brush here is I want that nice thick and thin I get with the brush here on the lashes. Table protects your neck and good chair protects your back. Well, there's these tables they have now because I don't want to be sitting all day either. I'm afraid of getting clots. But there's a new thing they have now. Amazon sells it for like $200 or $300. It's it's one of those tables that can elevate. So while you're, at any given time, you can stand up and work as well, not just sitting. It's really cool. I like it. Walking desks. I don't know if I can walk and draw the movement. But, oh, you know what? This brush is working pretty well for this stuff right here. I'm trying to get better at using these pens, but I can't stop using the brushes. Not suggested for drawing, though. Yeah. I gotta start walking more too. I think I'm gonna make my morning muses me walking and talking, like I used to do on Instagram. I'm gonna do it here on YouTube instead. If your neck and back go out, you ain't gonna be able to do much for your kids. And those tables that adjust to stand up position is a good idea. If you provide to the point you're hurt yourself, you can't provide no more. No, I'm with you, man. Trust me. I just listen, man. It's just money, money. That's what it boils down to. It's all good, man. You know, life is good. Like I say, like I always say, life. I'm getting way more than I deserve as far as blessings are concerned. So I don't, I really can't complain. You know, and I just, these are just my wish, my wish list items. One day, I'm gonna take my family to Hawaii one of these days. That's another goal of mine. I want to do that for my children, my wife. This is looking good. This is looking real nice. Real nice there, Clark. Real nice. I'm just gonna put this back. I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna bring my mouse down off the table thing here. Put this back. So I don't need that. I don't need to erase anything when I'm inking. Lord knows. Nadie conoce al cazador si no tiene escopeta, pam, pam. Nadie conoce al tiburón si no le ven su aleta, pam, pam. For any latecomers or everyone watching, this is on the rewind. Be sure to hit the like button and share. Everything helps to grow the channel. You're absolutely right, my friend. And thank you. You're doing a great job, Kodiak. I gotta get, what's your name? Your real name? I think you've told me this before, but I have a tendency to forget, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. El cristiano por su espada siempre será conocer. Escucha, escucha. Well, I don't need money to do this. Ahora mismo envío en el nombre de Jesús a los ángeles de Papá Dios a que te protejan la espalda y el cuello de tu hijo Elliot. Cúbrelo con tu sanación y protección. Amén. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. And that's beautiful. Thank you. Wonderful prayer. Thank you for that. Y todos sus enemigos a sus pies se rendirán. That's right. Firme hermano, echa para atrás. Hey, Randolph Brown. That's it. That's it. Ah, see, man, I love it. So, how do you want me to call you? Should I just call you Bear, or should I just? Is Bear good? Is that what we're saying? Is that what you prefer? Que la roca victoria tendrá. I always get the lyrics jacked up though. Tease. Elliot, do you ever draw The Simpsons? Forgive me, I'm not witty or creative, but genuinely curious. I mean, I can. I don't draw them. I can't draw them from memory because I don't. I mean, I've done a Bartman before. I think I've drawn Homer, but sincerely, I haven't much. No one's ever really asked me to draw it. I usually do that for commissions or something. Somebody wants something like that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, damn, I said, oh, no. Cristo sabe que agua de vida para ti, para mí. All right, Bear it is. There it is. I'll try to remember when I see it. I'll call you Bear. Interesting. It would be high on my list of requests. I'm sure you'd nail it. Yeah. I mean, I gotta find the Bartman. It's on my Instagram somewhere. It's been a few years. It was pretty cool. I have a good friend who's heavily excited by Bartman for some reason. He's the coolest. Like, okay. Like, come back to the year 2018, buddy. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill in my blocks here. If there, you can see the scenes, behind the scenes footage and support Elliot on his projects. Yeah, man. I'm glad you said that about Patreon Lab. I'm gonna be putting a little more of like truly behind the scenes stuff, like stuff of my studio, stuff on there, and stuff of me working. And when we do the signings, I want people to see it. We can talk about it. I really want people on Patreon to be part of the inner circle. It's been hard because up to this point, inner circle meant just me doing things, in private, but and then revealing the pictures later to everyone. But that doesn't seem to be as thrilling for most people as just knowing what's going on and participating in some of that stuff. And I want to. It's funny because I thought that I was going to reactivate the $10 tier for educational videos, but I don't think I can do it. The schedule is just not conducive to it. Me doing that anymore. I think you were right, Andy. You told me it was going to be hard. So, but the digital sketchbook, like I missed last month. I'm going to be coming up with it this month here in the next, right after we get back from the show in Orlando, and really pull out all the stops for that. Did you ever do a print run for the Four Turtles and a Dragon or release a t-shirt for that image? I did, and I retired that print. However, there is some chatter going on over at Big Bridge Designs, meaning Andy and I, about bringing that back as a color piece. So keep your eyes peeled if you think that you might like that. You think so, Sketch? It just depends on the timing, man. Like I've been so hard pressed. Some of it's my health. Like I've been up and down with fatigue lately, and I don't know if I can do that. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it some more. If I can get enough people, it might be worth it. Hmm, I like that. All right. Did you watch the new Halloween? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Devin Graham. I did. I don't know. I can't. I don't understand how to read everyone's name. Are you Devin Graham? Are you not Devin Graham? And you're just making reference to someone. I don't know who Devin Graham is. If that's you, I apologize. If it's not you, I don't know what to say. Okay. I'll let that dry so I can adjust that with some white. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to get weird now. Oh, snap. Turns out I am going to be erasing again. I don't feel like she's busty enough. I need to enhance that a little further. Sorry, kids. Where is my pencil? I'll need that. And I will need this. My name is Andrew. Devin Graham's reference from Halloween 78. Who's Devin Graham in Halloween 78? Tell me. I love Halloween, but I'm not, like, I don't remember every detail. Tell me, please. Show me. That's what I do better. This outfit's all black, which is where it's going to end up going, but. Hmm. 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 All right. Put that in there. Put that back in there. Let's keep going. Actually, I think I might bring out the pen now. I'm trying to get better at like deciding what's going to be inked with brush, what's going to be the other way. When Laurie, Linda, and Annie are walking home, Michael's driving by the car and says, "Hey, isn't that Devin Graham?" I remember that. Ah, okay. Well, cool. I need to get another one of these pens too. Oh, let me adjust some of this white here. Okay. I really should clean this up a little bit. Okay, so now Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? I think I want to also. Hold on, guys. That's my wife. Give me a second. All right, kids, I'm back. Excuse the interruption. All right. I want to do something here too. I want to carve out that a bit. And I don't like all of this being so heavy. There you go. That looks clean. That's clean. That's clean right there. Oh, for crying out loud. Hold on. My wife is crazy. 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 All right. It's time for some Luther Vandross. Doom, doo, 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 doo. Doom, doom. Doo, 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 doo. Doom, doom, doom. Doo, 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 doo. Doom, doom. Even if nothing but gloom. But, ooh, oh yeah, tears. Dance with my father. That's right. Are you saying your house is not a home? Yes. Yes, you are. I say, the house. I have to go a little lower though, because I'm too high. The house is not a home where. A chair is still a chair. Even when there's no one sitting there. Oh, it's gonna go too high again. But a chair is not a house. See, it's too high. It's too high. The drawing is coming out beautiful. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Normally, I would have done all these parts with brush, but the brush pen. But I lately I've been teaching myself to. It's okay to switch tools. I used to act like, no way, man. If you're a real artist, you only use the brush. Well, no, you don't. You switch for the right tool for the job. That's how that works. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think someone's here. Go check. Yes, check out my Instagram for that steady flow. Okay. Put this away. Actually, I don't need this up right now. Okay. Project Magepunk says, "Hi, Elliot. Just backed your Patreon as an epic fantasy fan. I am very much looking forward to the release of your secret project." Yes! Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. That's super awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I'm glad that you're digging it. Yeah, I'm going to be posting up my sketches there soon. And I'm doing there. Once you get, you're on my Patreon. I have a special Instagram spot also for my patrons. It's called uh, Elliot Fernandez Patron. I forgot what I called it. I need to check it out. I don't usually call it out. It's called, yeah, Elliot Fernandez Art Patrons, and it's only available to you. So once you are on there, make sure you send me a message on Patreon and let me know who you are, and then so when you if you are on Instagram, if you are on Instagram rather, you come over and you let me know, and I will let you into the room. But you don't have to. I will also post these pics on Patreon as well. So I greatly appreciate that, Project Mage Pump. Thank you. Kikala says, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more brush. Gotta have the brush, baby. Gotta have the brush. Word. Well, I'm saving that for the flesh. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I feel like the flesh, like J. Scott Campbell will ink everything with the pen. This particular pen, as a matter of fact. But, to be honest, as much as I do like that, I feel like I prefer the brush, especially on things like flesh. But it's just a matter of discipline. I'm sure if I spent the time to really practice, it would be better. So, like right here, I kind of messed up. I'm pretty good with the pen when I'm doing. Oh, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more brush. Gotta have the brush, baby. You fool. You fuel. Well, in the merry month of May. Okay. She's looking great, I must say. I must say. Unfortunately, I gotta be careful because I'm thinking about just blacking out most of the costume there. So she's mainly gonna be kind of carved out. Have her hair is gonna be here. Argos Creations. I have a new word to describe Elliot Fernandez. What's the word? What's the word? Let's see. These long strokes are good with the pen, but I still like the brush more. Funky Artadelic. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Ow. Dum, dum, boo, ba, doom, dum, bow, bow, dum, boo, ba, doom, bow, ow, bow, bow. Funky Artadelic. Say 3 times. It has a beat. Funky Artadelic. Funky Artadelic. Funky, 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 funky Artadelic. You guys, that's my sloth impression. Check out Patreon. Be sure to hit the like button here in this live epic doodle feed. Oh, that's funny. My mama always said to sing when I draw. She said, baby, you got to sing, baby. And she talks like that, actually. Nice job, nice job. Funky Artadelic. I gotta write that down. Let's see here. Bring that pen back. Let's bring that pen back. So the pen is good for more control. This is a thin pen, and unfortunately, I've used it so much that it's not quite doesn't. It's good for small things when I'm working out little detail things here, but the Funky Artadelic one right here. I might end up whitening all this out, but da-da-dun, 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 dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, that's not the right spot to do that in. Let me take this further down. I'm gonna have to fix that. That was a bad decision. That didn't work out in the sketch, so I gotta fix it here. Okay. I'm going to paint some white over this. I still have white in this brush, so I'm just going to do a little bit of that there. Barry doing a killer job, man. That's awesome. Wolfman has nards. Yo, it's a big bridge, baby. I think I just hummed the music from Batman versus Superman or Justice League. Ooh, she looks good. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Sexy lady. Who's that lady? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 dum 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 dum. Bum 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 dum dum. Let me just do a quick review of some of my inspiration here, my reference, because I want to make sure I get this back. I'm creating some different outfit for her, like an open back, but I want to keep it consistent with her classic costume, not to be confused with something made up or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I want to keep it nice. As a good friend of mine used to say, if you're going to make it nice. Do you watch martial art films? I do from time to time. I'm a big, when I was a kid especially, I was heavy into why would her costume be like that there? Sorry, I'm looking at this artist's interpretation of this costume, and I'm not quite getting. I think it's an open back down. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Gotta say, I know I said I liked the Mohawk Storm, but I'm liking this tiara version just as much. See, that's what happens with the art, man. You start to enjoy it. Next thing you know, bata, bradada. Hey, are you drawing stuff too? What are you drawing, brother? Bum 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 bum. You know what? Let me set this in the storm. Okay, so this is where the costume comes from. So there will be some sort of like dip there. Okay, I just want to make sure that. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Otherwise, she's naked, which is kind of cool. If you are a fan of hers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's got some kind of ring. Thing ring, do your thing. Right now, just watching a master craftsman do work. Word. That's what I'm saying. Let me know who the master craftsman is so I can watch it too. All right, so I might need to add a little black up in her. Just a little more weight. Oh, shucks. Ortiz. So nice. She looks chestacular. As well she ought to, man. Come on, man. She's a goddess. She is a goddess. She's still married to Black Panther in the comics. Did, did they mix that? I don't know. Oh snap! Black Ops 4. And listen, man. Sorry, I'm not being as entertaining with the vocals, man. I'm trying to I get kind of lost sometimes in some of this parts, and I don't know what to like. When I'm sketching, I can talk a little more, but this is more precision stuff here, and I just got to be careful. Although it's very therapeutic, I got to say that inking is one of my favorite things to do in the world, in the whole world. I love inking, and I never thought I would, but as I get older, I find that to be a very uniquely decompressing activity. I mean, it can be bad when if you spill something or make a mistake, but man, this feels so cool to see it come together in black ink. Something about the black ink makes it pop, you know? So for me, there's not a lot of better stuff than this. If you do watch martial arts movies, you have to watch the one called The Night Comes for Us. It's like, I don't know what that one is. Mostly, I don't watch a lot of new ones. I've seen mostly I've put energy into things like como se dice, the Shaw Brother films. That's what I put a lot of effort into. Still, I still like to watch those classics. You know, what is their costume doing? What the hell? Does it go back? Is it? Is it? I don't know what I'm doing here. I think there's a part that comes in this way, but then does she have any? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, I guess so. La 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 la. Storm is forever wifey material. I think they split up for the Avengers versus X-Men. Okay. Uh, check out Ellie Fernandez and his new album. Wait a minute. Let's see. If you do, blah, blah, blah. Argus, I think they split up the Avengers. Geek Out says that was dumb. Storm and T'Challa are obviously soulmates because they're both African. Derp, derp, derp. Storm and Forge all the way. Yeah, that's true. Remember her big deal with Forge? Let's see. This is made by the people who did the Raid Redemption movie. Never saw it. Never saw it. Powerlifting. Never did. Sean's laughing. He's laughing at me, I think. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm trying to find a better reference of her costume from that side, and I don't see it. I see a lot of things, um, but I'm not seeing what I was expecting to see. Let me see. Oh, like, does her costume, I don't know what it does here. She's wearing the cape the whole time, so it's almost like she could have been wearing a t-shirt, for all I know. This figure here has got a good idea, I think. Oh, I see what they try to do there. This can't be right. Wait a minute. Did I draw the right costume? Oh no. I didn't give her the right costume, Ortiz. Is this going to be okay? Because she had the collar. Are you cool with that? Oh, gee whiz. I'm combining costumes here, man. I'm sorry. I thought this was the right one. I asked you earlier too, and I wasn't. I'm sorry, man. Okay, well, all right. I think you prefer the cleavage anyway. All right, so let's keep going then. So I think what happens here is there's going to be a bit of a bit of that, and I'm going to bring this around this way. So she's got like a back there. That kind of looks cool. It's almost like a bathing suit. Elliot Fernandez original. Yeah, you should have told me, man. I would have. Ah, now it's your fault. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this drawing. I don't enjoy much. I think because it's mainly just a beautiful woman. I think that's what it is. Don't mean to be a perv. Just not, I'm just it feel good. It feels good when you can draw something you weren't always good at. So I'm gonna keep going with this. Five Deadly Venoms. That's it. That's probably my favorite one of all of those. That one and Master Killer. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but that was one of my favorites growing up. Okay. And what I should do now is I should go ahead and add in the border because at this point, getting close. Where's my ruler? The ruler has returned. All right. They're gonna change their story based on this one. I don't know about that. I don't think they don't. I don't think they would like my storm very much these days. It's all right. I like it. They crazy. This and Mohawk Storm all day. Ah, what a fool I am. What a fool. Great Scott. Oh, man. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. And I'll do this. I don't think I'm going to bring her hair out a little further there for the sake of the children. There we go. Okay. Okay, and okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and finalize my inking here. I'm going to go ahead and just take the brush to this. This is going to be all black back here. This is the inside of her costume, her cape. Back here. So we get a little more balance. Right? And then what's going to happen is we're going to get down with that red action. Gosh, I almost wish I hadn't drawn the lines of the hair. I feel like what I will do is this. What I will do is this. What I will do is this. some shape. I'm having 90s internet problems over here. Oh man, don't do that. Don't do that. Bring that pen out again. I think I'm going to use the other pen actually instead of this one, which I think is in my bag. It's so this pen is the extra small, and then I have a small. So the small has got a nicer, broader tip, but which can be, it could be too big in some cases. That's nice, but especially for stuff like this. It's cool. And then so I'm going to go ahead and draw this here. You know what I could do, and I should do. This is an opportunity for me to practice things that I don't do, and I want this to be real nice because I'm super happy with it. So I'm going to bring out dun 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 the French curves. Never do this, but I have them. I've had them for years too, and I really ought to do them more often. The reason why I don't do it a lot of times is because I feel like it kind of it can deaden the art a bit for me. But suffice it to say, this might be one of those times that this whole might be too big. Let's see, is this more? No. Oops. Very superstitious. Oh, have to clean that up a bit with white. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm going all out, brother. Just for you. Do 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 do. Some of my inking friends would be proud of me right now. My inker friends. Damn, Elliot, for real? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pick a different curve. This curve may just be too large. May have too many, or the degree of the turn there is too much. Do 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 do. I think this one that's everybody seems to use more often, but I'm just using what I got. Giving you the best that I love, baby. Let's see if this will do. Oh, this is nice. Oh, I think that's Andy. Hold on, let me see if I can do this real quick before I answer the door. Hold on, guys. I will be, well, come with me. I'm taking you guys with me here. Let's take the door. Got the dogs barking. Oh. Yeah. What up, dog? Come on in. All right, kids. Andy is here. Say hi, Andy. Andy. Yeah, that's Andy. We're about to clean out because I gotta get out to visit a supplier. But I'm real happy with where this is so far. Let me just clean this up a bit here. Yeah, everyone wants to try the coffee and cheese. As well, you should. As well, you should. I'll try this real quick. I think this is gonna work. This is gonna be good here. This little thing I'm gonna do here. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, snap. Oof, that's nasty, right? Even Andy says it's nasty. If Andy says it's nasty, you know it is. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to let this one go for now. But here's where I'm at so far. I'm very excited about this. I'm very happy with the way it's turning out. I'm really starting to see the benefit of using these curves. Man, I don't know why I don't use them more often. You know what it is? I'm always in convention mode. I don't think to use things like this at all. But since I'm here, yeah, that's clean. That's tight. That's tight. Check out check out Elliot's sexy French curves at patreon.com. Right on. Thank you there. Sean Tillman says, LOL, I haven't been drinking too much coffee lately. I work late night. I work nights in a very physical job, so I have to drink lots of water. Coffee dehydrates you. It does? I didn't know that. Pretty happy thus far. Thank you, Mr. Ortiz. I appreciate that. Bear says he rocks those sharp lines, so make sure to rock that like button. Yes, please rock the like button. I appreciate it. Powerlifting. See you later, brother. You guys watch out. I will talk to you all very soon. This is nice. I'm happy with this. Let me see if I can do something with that line on her boobs. Let's see if this works here. Can I do this here? Can I do this here? Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Oh yeah, I think it will. Oh snap. Oh snap. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh please. No, might be too. Is this the one? Is this the one? I write the songs that make the young girls sing. I write the songs. I write the songs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of jealous. I wish I kept this piece. Look at that. Bam! All right, kids. You be good. We'll talk soon. And until then, you guys seriously keep up with me. I have all the descriptions in the description, all the links in the description below. Check it out. Give me some love. Show me some love. Part with some cash. Just kidding. No, not really. Anyway, love you guys. God bless you guys. Peace out. Later.